So this is week 1, exercise 1. We've drawn the wireframe model, and now what we're going to do is to make that into a solid model. Now you could do the solid model straight off, but if you do have the 2D geometry or the wireframe geometry, it makes it really easy to add primitive shapes, primitive objects, and convert it into solids. So what we can do here is we'll use the box command, and one of the good things about the box command is that you can specify extreme corners of a box and it will create that box. Now this is where it's good to switch to a shaded view, because it will show the solids shaded in, whereas a wireframe is exactly what it says, it doesn't show the solids. So all we need to do here is keep going along those lines. We can go from extreme corner to extreme corner. If we didn't have that geometry there, we could still do it by putting in a relative coordinate. So if I click on that corner for starters, and I know that it's 25 across this way and 45 up that way, well, I could type in at 45 in a positive x direction, minus 25 in a negative y direction, going by our UCS, and it would take me over to that corner. I've got the geometry there, so it makes it really easy, and drag it up in the Z direction. So one more box once again, and there's our solid finish. Now they're all different objects still at this point. What we need to do is use our Boolean operators to join those objects together. We've got union, subtraction, and intersection. So the first thing to use is union. I'm going to select everything. I'll do a crossing window, right to left. It's selected all the objects, and press the enter key, and now those solid objects have become one. Notice the gizmo here that comes up when we select a solid object. The moment it's set to move, there's a move gizmo. So if we click on one of these axes, we can actually drag it, and you can do a point and shoot drag. I could specify a distance to move it, and so you can see that it's taken it away from the original wireframe that we did. Now there's a good trick that you should know about, and that is that you can explode a solid and make it into a surface model. I'm going to take a copy of this one, so we've got all three. And now if we select this one and we explode that model, it becomes a surface model. Notice when I select it now, it's become faces, as opposed to our third one, which is a complete solid. So if I was to select that face and delete it, you can see that it's hollow inside. If I did the same over here and delete it, it's all gone. So it sort of makes it easy to draw surface models if you realize that you can often draw a solid and then explode it. And then if I explode the solid, that will become a wireframe. I'll just take a copy of that if I can get to it. I want to explode the wireframe now, the surface model now. So I'll take a copy of that, put that over here, and now I'll just select all of that and explode it. With a bit of luck, it'll become a wireframe. So it's easy to go back, not so easy to go into a solid.